how we doing, Titans fans? Titan Uprising, thank you for tuning in and watching. Today's video, we got bad news. I can't even sugarcoat it. I try to be optimistic. I try to always see the bright side of things, especially when it comes to the Titans. You know, it's my favorite team, so I really try to pull the good out here. These I can't do it today. So we got, I'll dive right into it. We got Nicholas Petit-Frere suspended for 6 games. And then we have Hassan Haskins, who's, man, he might be cut. I know I said in previous videos that he might not be here after the season. I did not expect him to go out due to strangling. I thought he would go out just because, you know, we drafted a running back this year in Tyjae Spears. Yeah, I did not see that coming. I don't think anybody else did either. Just a bad couple of days for the Tennessee Titans here, and it sucks. It's the NFL. It happens. I personally think it has something to do with John Robinson. I think he wasn't able to draft good character guys. A lot of it had to do with the COVID years, but last year wasn't a COVID year where both these guys were selected. Both these guys were rookies last year. You know, Hassan Haskins out of Michigan, and then you have Nicholas Petit-Frere out of Ohio State. So, I mean, good colleges, right? Produce good quality players. I personally blame Robinson. I really do. He drafted Isaiah Wilson, who should have been our left tackle now, you know, a 3-4 year starter entrenched at the left side. And that didn't happen. I just don't think he could draft high character quality players. I mean, he hit on a few of them, but we're just seeing more and more of the guys that he drafted not pan out, have issues, you know, or, you know, like Vrabel called the guys out for soft tissue injuries like David Long, and now he's hurt down in Miami. You know, these are guys that were drafted by John Robinson. So I'm really curious to see how the draft starts going with guys that are drafted by Ran Carthon. That was just a little side tangent that I had there. But I will dive into this now. I will pull up on the screen here. We'll get into Hassan Haskins first. And this is on ESPN, an article by Teron Davenport. We all know who he is. And it says, Titans Hassan Haskins arrested on an aggravated assault charge. It says Tennessee Titans running back Hassan Haskins was arrested and charged with aggravated assault by strangulation stemming from an alleged June 22nd incident with his girlfriend. Haskins was booked Thursday in Davidson County, which is in Tennessee, and was later released in the day after posting a $10,000 bond. According to the police report, Haskins allegedly strangled his girlfriend, Makia Green, on June 22nd during a disagreement that stemmed from when he saw that she liked another man's Instagram photo. Man, that's stupid. The two got into an argument, resulting in Green allegedly throwing Haskins' shoes on the floor. Interesting. Haskins allegedly told her to stop, and when Green didn't, he pushed her to the ground, then tossed her on a bed where he used both hands to strangle her. The fight continued, with the two allegedly slapping each other. A second alleged incident occurred Thursday when the two were at dinner. Haskins allegedly left Green at the restaurant, and she had to take an Uber back to their house. Green saw Haskins in the house when she returned. She allegedly threw a glass at him and took refuge in their bedroom. Haskins allegedly kicked the door down. An argument ensued, and Green allegedly ripped a $5,000 chain off of his neck. Haskins allegedly shattered Green's phone. Green allegedly then grabbed Haskins' phone, saw Snapchat notifications with photos of naked women in chats, shattered Haskins' phone, and assaulted him. Haskins, in a statement provided to police, said Green attacked him with a broom and choked him from behind. This is crazy, guys. He alleged she also threw his PlayStation 5, putting a hole in the wall, and furnished a video to support his statement. Green was also jailed and charged with aggravated assault by strangulation and felony vandalism. She posted a $7,500 bond and was released. Haskins is scheduled for a court appearance on July 10th in front of Davidson County Judge Anna Escobar. The Titans selected Haskins in the 4th round of the 2022 draft. The second-year running back had 25 carries for 93 yards, 11 receptions for 57 yards last season. Guys, This is crazy. This is nuts. Look, just throwing PlayStations and stuff. You can't do that. That hurts me. But throwing a PlayStation, she came back and assaulted him with a broom behind him. Like, this is crazy. Like, dude, you're in the NFL. You got to get out of this crap. Okay. This reminds me of just when you're 13, 14 years old or something, and you're having like those huge fights with like your first girl that you ever dated, right? And the fights are absolutely ridiculous. People are throwing stuff. You hear about them all the time when you're younger. You hope it doesn't happen when you're older. This guy's 22, 23 years old, and this shouldn't be happening. This should not be happening. It's sad, but I'm sorry, I don't mean to be laughing, but this is sad. He's obviously allowing this to happen in his life. I think he needs to talk to somebody. They both need to. I don't think they should stay together. This is obviously toxic for both of them. They need to get out, and hopefully this was the end of that. I don't know where this goes. I can't picture Tennessee keeping him on the roster. I don't know. I really don't. It helps, and it's sad to say this, but it helps that she also assaulted him. So it's, both parties are guilty, right? Obviously, never lay your hands on a woman. That's a no-brainer. And he did. But obviously these two are both throwing things at each other, fighting, slapping each other, hitting. Toxic, like I said. You got it. That's just not good. Be really interested to see how the Titans handle this. Like I said, I always thought Haskins was going to get released maybe next year, especially because, like I said, we drafted Tyjae Spears. I'm going to pull up on the screen here for you guys. I'll pull up the depth chart. And if you guys have watched any of my videos, I love ourlads.com. That's OURLADS.com. They updated this depth chart yesterday at 2:24 p.m. So usually it's a little better than this. I'm maybe sure the holiday weekend had something to do with that coming up, right? Maybe that's why they didn't get to Hassan Haskins, but Hassan Haskins hasn't been suspended yet. Now, that's why they didn't do anything. But you can see that Petit-Frere is no longer on the depth chart. So that's why I love ourlads.com. Now, we will get into Petit-Frere in a little bit, but right now I'm going to talk about running backs, because that's what we're talking about with Hassan Haskins. Obviously, we have our future Hall of Fame, once-in-a-lifetime generational running back there with Derrick Henry. And, Tyjae Spears has been lighting it up in OTAs, right? This guy was going to be run RB2 no matter what. Now, Hassan Haskins, he's most likely going to be suspended, maybe released. And then that will make way for maybe Julius Chestnut to come in and, secure that RB3 role. And then, I've heard good things about Jonathan Ward maybe. But running back, it sucks for, that we might end up losing him and everything. But running back that's a strength of our team. I mean, especially with Tyjae Spears really showing out right now. And then we obviously have Derrick Henry back there. Hassan Haskins, he was just going to be someone that was, saw the field sparingly, and he was going to see special teams a lot. He did do very well in the tackling department and special teams. He just did not do good in the return game. So obviously it hurts the team, but it's not a huge loss like the guy we're going to get into, in my opinion. Like I said, it sucks losing him in general, because I think he's going to get suspended. I don't know if he loses his job. I'd be really interested to see how the Titans and the NFL handle it. They'll take their time. They're going to see how the court situation plays out when he has his court appearance, which, if I remember correctly, was July 10th. So we might not hear anything for a couple weeks. So we will dive right into Nicholas Petit-Frere. And obviously you guys saw the depth chart there. He's not on there. I'll come back to that depth chart in a little bit. For right now, I'm going to pop up, and this was a CBS Sports article. And it says, Petit-Frere did not bet on NFL games, but he did bet on other sports while at the workplace. It is the same situation Detroit Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams found himself in earlier this offseason. Petit-Frere gave this statement to ESPN. Before I say that, there was a report there that a couple weeks ago that Petit-Frere didn't say it, or I'm just going to keep saying NPF. NPF didn't know that what the gambling was, the rules were, and we should have put 2 and 2 together. When he said that, we should have been like, oh man, he gambled. I didn't think about that until later. Somebody commented that in the Bleacher Report community, and I saw that. I was like, dang. And I looked that up. I should have posted it on here for you guys. You can look that up if you want. But I'll get into this here. He says, firstly, I wanted to say that it's an honor to play in the NFL, and it has been a blessing to play this game. The NFL plans to announce another round of sanctions regarding its gambling policies, and I will be included in this group of players receiving a 6-game suspension. The betting I engaged in was not NFL related and was legal under Tennessee law. It is only being sanctioned because it occurred at the Titans facility. I want to apologize to my family, coaches, teammates, and the Titans fans. I have always strived in every stage of my life to follow the rules. I did not knowingly break the rules. Even after attending a league presentation, I was unaware about the specifics around placing bets from a team facility. I will do everything in my power to help the team during training camp and will be prepared when I return to the roster during the season. The Titans also released a statement confirming the Petit-Frere suspension per NFL media. We have been made aware of Nick's suspension by the league. We believe in Nick and know that he has deep respect for the integrity of the game and our organization. We will continue to emphasize to our players the importance of understanding and adhering to league rules and policies. Obviously, we drafted Petit-Frere last year out of Ohio State, 3rd round, started all 16 games for us as a rookie. And then, we all know about the other guy that got suspended yesterday too, and that was Isaiah Rodgers for the Colts. A lot of people were happy when they saw that, and it's funny, karma came back and bit us with NPF, right? But Rodgers got released by the Colts too. That's a big difference. He was betting on, he bet on the running back, and I don't know who it was. Taylor was banged up last year, so we don't know what running back it was. But he bet on a running back for under rushing yards on his own team. So that's a different story. And a lot of people, I get, okay, so Petit-Frere, NPF, right, did bet on another sport at the Titans facility. Should have known better. Don't do it. What are you doing betting anyways? You're a millionaire, right? You're in the NFL. You're all millionaires. Just don't do it, man. Just don't do it. Try not to. Do it if you have to do it. Do it when you're in your confines in your own home. And this guy could have been in the stall taking a dump and just got on freaking FanDuel or something like that and placed a bet. And something as stupid as that cost him 6 games and it's going to hurt the Tennessee Titans because he did that and made that decision. That sucks. I get where the NFL is coming with this. He only got 6 games because he bet in a different sport. A guy like Rodgers and bet on his own team a year, I agree with that. I know a lot of people don't, but I do because there's enough people out there that think the NFL is rigged already. If you have players betting on their own team and betting on the NFL at all, you might say, oh, this guy threw the game, right? Or oh, he missed that kick. It's just, that's how it all starts, right? Oh, guys, I made a $20,000 bet if we lose this game. And, the odd, or then whatever, they can end up winning hundreds of thousands or something. And then they all go in on it. That's why the NFL's doing this. They're trying to crack down on it, and they're coming down with a big hammer. I like it. Sucks it affected us. Do I think he deserves 6 games for betting on a different sport? No, but they're trying to make an example out of these guys. They are trying to scare NFL players away from doing this. They are going, like I said, they're dropping the hammer. I get it. So I don't disagree with it. Let's hope we don't have anything else happen with our team, because it's just, hopefully, if you guys believe things come in threes, which I hope not on these, because we already had 2 bad days. But I'm going to pop up the depth chart here for you guys again, and we will look at the offensive line, because with NPF being out now for 6 weeks, things are going to change. And I don't know if we dip into the free agency pool. I really don't. I don't believe we do. And if we do, it's not going to be for a while. We're going to see how things shake out in camp. And I do have a guy that I like, and I'll get into him in a second. So the way the depth chart has shaken out now, which is it's interesting to see how our lads put this together. They have Andre Dillard at left tackle, Daniel Brunskill at left guard. Now you have Aaron Brewer at center, Jordan Ruse at right guard, and Peter Skoronski at right tackle. I could see that, right? I could see that. Dillard, I think, is going to be left tackle. The big switch there is Daniel Brunskill was supposed to be right guard, and they moved him to left guard. The reason they did that is because Jordan Ruse now has to play right guard, and Peter Skoronski is right tackle. It used to go Dillard left tackle, Skoronski left guard, Brewer center, Brunskill right guard, and then NPF right tackle. So some movement obviously. We moved a few guys were moved around to compensate for the suspension of NPF. That's understandable. Now, one thing we've been doing with our team in general, offense and defense, specifically the offensive line though, and I've been saying this all for a while now, we want guys that can play all over the line. We want guys that are versatile, or that have the versatility, that can play guard, tackle, center. We really love that. I think we were more or less doing that because we just want to put the best five out there, and because of injuries. I don't think we were anticipating a suspension, but it's good that we kind of went in with that thought, because now it might end up helping us. Now we'll look into the backups here. Second stringers, we have Andrew Rupkich, Dylan Radins there. He's in red because he's hurt. We might not see him until the second half of the season. He got hurt towards the end of the season last year. Got Corey Levin, Jamarco Jones, and then Jalen Duncan. Now, that's the guy I want to talk about, Jalen Duncan. So when we drafted him, there was numerous reports out there that this guy is raw. He's got the skills. He's just not disciplined. He's not consistent. If we can coach this guy up, he can end up being a steal. I thought it would take him maybe a year or two, and then he might be able to take over for like a left tackle maybe, because I thought NPF did pretty well last year to cement himself at the right tackle spot. This might open the door a little sooner for Duncan, and maybe he does something with it. It is early. Obviously, he's a rookie. He's raw. There's nothing like experience or playing time. You get the experience, and you can go out there and show out and show what you can do. So it does suck we're losing him for 6 games, but maybe it gives a guy like Duncan some experience. But unless they roll out that starting 5 that they have right now, I was a little shocked to see Jordan Ruse in there. I thought maybe it'd be Jamarco Jones. Obviously, this depth chart's not final; it's not official. This comes from our lads, but it was nice to see how they had this shake out. Really, really interesting to see that. But like I said, I think Duncan's going to get a legit shot. Don't be surprised if you hear his name. Third stringers there, you got Zach Johnson, John Leglu, Xavier Newman, and then John Ojukwu. So don't know if we'll see much of those guys. Obviously one guy being out for 6 games, opens the door for everybody, right? Competition. I really don't think we're going to sign a free agent. I just don't see the Tennessee Titans doing that. If we're still trying to go after DeAndre Hopkins, which obviously we are, reports are out there that we sent offer him a contract. You had New England over there, freeing up looks like a little bit of cap space, but they signed wide receiver, so to extension. So I'm not sure what that means. But they also signed a linebacker extension too. Now, if they're opening up cap space, are they opening it up for Hopkins? I don't know. But if we don't get Hopkins, I could see us maybe getting an offensive lineman. But it's 6 games, not the whole year. It's not the whole year. So do we do a stopgap for 6 weeks, right? I don't know. If we don't get Hopkins, like I said, I could see us going in and maybe getting a guard or a tackle, right? But if we do get him, I think we're going to be cap tight, and I don't see that happening. Don't see Hopkins coming here and us signing an offensive lineman. Just don't know how we have the room unless we extend somebody, which I've been a proponent for extending Henry because I want him to retire a Titan. So that's the update on the Tennessee Titans, guys. Obviously, it's not good news. It sucks. I didn't want to see it. Sure as hell didn't really want to, make a video on it. I like good stuff. I like things that are good and make everybody happy. And this was not one of them, unfortunately. I don't know how I'm going to handle doing videos when Tennessee plays on this year, and I'm going to do a video before they play and after they play. I might not. Man, if they lose, I'm gonna be one pissed off guy out here. I'll tell you that much. I am not happy. It ruins my whole freaking week. So hopefully you guys don't take it as hard like I do. Man, it just ruins my week. I was a miserable guy towards the end of last year. That 7-game skid. Man, I was not happy. So it was a rough time. But guys, this is the update for today. And let me know what you think. Do you think we cut Hassan Haskins? Do you think we, wait a little bit, which I think we do. I think we wait to see what the league comes down with, and then see if we should do anything as well. And what do you think about NPF? Obviously, he's going to come back after 6 games. Who do you think takes his spot? Do you guys like this lineup? When I saw this lineup, it was very interesting to me, very intriguing. I didn't expect to see it. Kind of caught me off guard. Like I said, I wasn't expecting Ruse to be in there, and he really did shift a lot of stuff around, which I could see happening. I really could see one guy goes out, you could see a lot of interchanging pieces. What do you guys think about Jalen Duncan? Are you guys optimistic about him, as optimistic about him as I am? Let me know, comment down below. I comment back on everything. I love interacting with you guys. If you haven't, please subscribe. It helps me out on getting the videos out there. Please like, please share. I appreciate the support, and we'll talk soon, everybody. We'll tighten up.